People throw around the word addiction everywhere. I'm addicted to coffee, I'm addicted to my smartphone, to social media, and these addictions are indeed valid and should be taken seriously. But when I told people that I'm addicted to potato chips, I could see disbelief on their faces. Everybody was surprised and shocked that you can get addicted to food like that. However, when I also mentioned that I had given up chocolate, suddenly many people could relate to that. And they understood me because they were going through something similar. My name is Jolanta and I've been struggling with potato chips addiction for 19 years, but now I'm 3 years clean. And here are my 4 tips on what to do when you feel that nobody understands your addiction. And wait for the bonus tip, which includes my embarrassing cartwheels, which are very similar to quit eating chips. Number 1, validate your own experience. When you quit your addiction, you'll have this strong urge to tell everyone about it. And this is what happened to me. I wanted to tell people how I struggled with food and how strong I was to overcome it. To my surprise, I didn't find many people who had faced similar issue. And I felt slight hint of disbelief and lack of acknowledgement from their side. My point is, when you try to share your story or your struggles with the wrong people, they might not believe you and you will feel isolated, misunderstood and ashamed. But you know what you have been through. You know how much stronger you are now by overcoming this addiction. And this is the most important part, and nobody can take that away from you. Number 2, educate yourself. Read books about addictions, listen to podcasts, or watch documentaries. For me specifically, I was reading about addictions in general, how food is engineered, and about eating disorders. I want to share with you an example of an addiction that shocked me at first, but then I understood the problem because I've been through a similar thing. Here is Dr. Anna Lempke and her story about erotic novel addiction.
And then one day I heard another mother at school said that she was reading this great book. It was called Twilight. It was about these vampires, and she was going on and on about it. And I read it, and I can't tell you what it was, but it was just like the key in my particular lock. It was completely transporting. It just released a lot of dopamine, is all I can imagine, in my brain's reward pathway. And so I read the whole series, and then I read the series again.
Dr. Lempke further explains her story, how she was embarrassed about her addiction, how she was hiding it from her family, how she was planning her day around it, and how she needed more and more graphic novels to satisfy her cravings. With this story, I wanted to emphasize to educate yourself, because just by watching this video, you can gain insights how addiction cycle works, what can trigger addiction, and how you can overcome it. Number 3, seek professional help. I know it might take a while to find the right person who can be therapist, psychologist, dietitian, or mentor who might understand your problem, but talking to them might ease your pain. A few years ago, when I was trying to quit, this is what I struggled with. I was searching online to find people who had similar problem with potato chips addiction, and I was able to find only one Reddit post, and answers over there were useless. I was glad, I was happy that I was able to find somebody who faced a similar problem. But if I would talk to somebody from professional medical field, I would find answers to my questions quicker. Number 4, find external support, such as support groups. When I started my recovery, I was ashamed to join groups such as Overeaters Anonymous, because I was thinking my problem is only about chips. It's not about overeating as a whole. And I was wrong. A few years down the road, I'm discovering how my addiction was part of habit formation and emotional eating, and how that triggered my cravings. If you're struggling with this, you need to find groups or people who have been through similar experience, because they might share their struggles, their solutions, or their insights in general, how this whole addiction cycle works. And you would feel better because you can hear that somebody is going through the similar thing, or you can leave a comment here And I know that I'm not the only one who struggled with this problem. Bonus tip, my cartwheels and giving up chips. This will sound weird, but I've never done cartwheels as a kid. Now I'm 32 years old. I just started doing gymnastics and I noticed how much I suck at it. But the more times I practice, the better I get. And only by finding different type of exercises for cartwheels, I could see actual change, because otherwise I was doing the same exercise over and over again and I was frustrated that nothing is changing. This might sound silly, but for me, this is how you overcome your addiction. You might find one way to fight your addiction and it may work for like 20%. But if you find different techniques, different exercises, you will be surprised how better results you might get. And please, don't be discouraged when something doesn't work for the first time, because it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, but eventually you'll be perfect at it. I don't have a video of me doing perfect cartwheel, but I know that this day will come.